In the vast expanse of philosophical thought, few schools of thinking have proven as enduring and applicable to contemporary life as Stoicism. Originating in ancient Greece, Stoicism is not merely a philosophical doctrine, but a practical approach to life, a set of principles aimed at cultivating inner peace, resilience, and wisdom in the face of life's challenges. In this episode, we delve into 9 Stoic rules for a better way of life, drawing inspiration from the teachings of prominent Stoic philosophers such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. From recognizing what is within our control to embracing adversity as a teacher, these principles offer profound insights into the art of living well in an uncertain world. Join us as we explore the transformative power of Stoicism and discover how these rules can guide us towards a life of greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. Through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, we uncover practical strategies for navigating the complexities of modern life with wisdom, resilience, and inner peace. Chapter 1. Recognize what is within your control. At the core of Stoic philosophy lies the fundamental principle of recognizing what is within our control and what is not. This foundational rule, echoed by Stoic philosophers such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, serves as a guiding light for navigating life's uncertainties with grace and resilience. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what is within our power and what lies beyond it. He famously said, "The chief task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control." In a world fraught with unpredictability and change, the Stoic rule of recognizing what is within our control offers a beacon of clarity amidst the chaos. It reminds us that while we cannot control external events or the actions of others, we retain agency over our thoughts, attitudes, and responses to the world. By focusing our energy on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and values, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of external circumstances and cultivate inner resilience and peace. Instead of expending futile effort on worrying about things beyond our influence, we channel our energy into areas where we can make a tangible difference in our lives. This Stoic rule invites us to embrace a mindset of empowerment and self-mastery, recognizing that true freedom arises not from controlling external events, but from mastering our internal world. By cultivating awareness of our sphere of influence and making conscious choices aligned with our values, we reclaim agency over our lives and navigate the complexities of existence with greater clarity and purpose. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the liberating power of recognizing what is within our control. By focusing our energy on what truly matters and releasing attachment to the rest, we unlock the door to a life of greater resilience, serenity, and fulfillment. Chapter 2. Embrace adversity as a teacher. Stoicism teaches us to embrace adversity not as a hindrance, but as an invaluable teacher on the journey of self-discovery and personal growth. This fundamental rule, woven into the fabric of Stoic philosophy by thinkers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, encourages us to view challenges not as obstacles to be avoided, but as opportunities for learning and transformation. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher and statesman, wrote extensively on the subject of adversity. He famously said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." In this simple yet profound statement, Seneca encapsulates the Stoic perspective on adversity, that it serves as a crucible through which we can temper our character and cultivate resilience. Similarly, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of embracing challenges with equanimity and fortitude. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." These words remind us that adversity is not something to be avoided or overcome, but an integral part of the journey towards self-mastery and fulfillment. In a world that often seeks comfort and convenience above all else, the Stoic rule of embracing adversity as a teacher offers a refreshing perspective. It invites us to lean into discomfort and uncertainty, recognizing that it is through facing life's trials that we develop the strength, wisdom, and resilience to navigate them. By reframing adversity as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery, we shift our mindset from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. Instead of succumbing to despair or frustration in the face of challenges, we approach them with curiosity and openness, eager to uncover the lessons they have to offer. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace adversity as a teacher and guide. By leaning into life's challenges with courage and resilience, we unlock the door to a life of greater depth, wisdom, and fulfillment. Chapter 3: Cultivate Inner Peace Through Mindfulness. Amidst the chaos and noise of modern life, Stoicism offers a timeless prescription for cultivating inner peace: mindfulness. This essential rule, championed by Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, invites us to cultivate awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and perceptions as a pathway to tranquility and self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about the practice of mindfulness in his private journal known as Meditations. He reflected, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These words encapsulate the essence of Stoic mindfulness, that true peace arises not from controlling external circumstances, but from mastering our internal world. Similarly, Epictetus, the Stoic sage, emphasized the importance of mindfulness in achieving inner peace and equanimity. He encouraged his students to cultivate a practice of self-awareness and introspection, recognizing that it is through mindful observation of our thoughts and emotions that we gain mastery over them. In a world filled with distractions and demands, the Stoic rule of cultivating inner peace through mindfulness offers a refuge amidst the storm. It invites us to pause, breathe, and anchor ourselves in the present moment, regardless of the chaos unfolding around us. By cultivating mindfulness, we develop the capacity to respond to life's challenges with clarity and composure, rather than reacting impulsively out of fear or frustration. We learn to observe our thoughts and emotions with detachment, recognizing that they are transient phenomena that do not define us. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace mindfulness as a tool for cultivating inner peace and self-mastery. By anchoring ourselves in the present moment and cultivating awareness of our inner landscape, we unlock the door to a life of greater tranquility, resilience, and fulfillment. Chapter 4: Practice Gratitude and Contentment. In the pursuit of a better way of life, Stoicism advocates for the practice of gratitude and contentment as essential virtues. This principle, echoed by Stoic philosophers such as Seneca and Epictetus, emphasizes the importance of cultivating appreciation for the blessings that abound in our lives, regardless of external circumstances. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher, reminds us it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. In this simple yet profound statement, Seneca highlights the Stoic perspective on contentment, that true wealth arises not from the accumulation of possessions or achievements, but from the cultivation of an attitude of gratitude for the present moment. Similarly, Epictetus, the Stoic sage, emphasized the importance of practicing gratitude as a pathway to inner peace and fulfillment. He encouraged his students to cultivate a mindset of appreciation for the simple joys and blessings that surround us each day, recognizing that true happiness arises not from external possessions, but from an attitude of contentment and gratitude. In a world that often equates happiness with material wealth or external success, the Stoic rule of practicing gratitude and contentment offers a radical shift in perspective. It invites us to pause and reflect on the abundance of blessings that abound in our lives, regardless of our circumstances. By cultivating gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, finding joy and fulfillment in the present moment. Instead of constantly chasing after external possessions or achievements, we learn to appreciate the richness of the here and now, finding contentment in the simple pleasures of everyday life. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the practice of gratitude and contentment as a pathway to inner peace and fulfillment. By cultivating an attitude of appreciation for the blessings that surround us, we unlock the door to a life of greater richness, meaning, and joy. Chapter 5. Live in accordance with nature. Stoicism teaches us to live in harmony with the natural order of the universe, recognizing our interconnectedness with all living beings. This fundamental principle, emphasized by Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, invites us to align our lives with the rhythms of nature and embrace the inherent wisdom of the cosmos. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." In these words, Marcus Aurelius reminds us to embrace the inevitability of change and to approach life with an open heart and mind. Similarly, Epictetus, the Stoic sage, emphasized the importance of living in accordance with nature as a pathway to inner peace and contentment. He encouraged his students to embrace their place in the natural order of the universe, recognizing that true fulfillment arises from aligning our lives with the principles of virtue and harmony. In a world that often seeks to dominate and control nature, the Stoic rule of living in accordance with nature offers a refreshing perspective. It invites us to surrender to the flow of life, trusting in the inherent wisdom of the universe and embracing the unfolding of existence with grace and acceptance. By aligning our lives with the rhythms of nature, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. Instead of resisting change or clinging to the past, we learn to flow with the currents of existence, trusting in the guidance of the natural world and finding solace in the beauty and wonder that surrounds us. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the principle of living in accordance with nature. By aligning our lives with the rhythms of the cosmos, we unlock the door to a life of greater peace, purpose, and harmony. Chapter 6. Cultivate virtue and moral excellence. Central to Stoic philosophy is the cultivation of virtue and moral excellence as the highest goods in life. This principle, championed by Stoic philosophers such as Seneca and Epictetus, invites us to prioritize the development of our character and moral integrity above all else. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of virtue in achieving true fulfillment and happiness. He wrote, "It is virtue, and virtue alone, that can make us happy." In these words, Seneca highlights the Stoic belief that true happiness arises not from external possessions or achievements, but from the cultivation of inner virtues such as wisdom, courage, and temperance. Similarly, Epictetus, the Stoic sage, taught that the pursuit of virtue is the highest aim of human life. He encouraged his students to cultivate qualities such as honesty, integrity, and compassion, recognizing that these virtues are essential for leading a life of meaning and purpose. In a world that often prioritizes material wealth or external success, the Stoic rule of cultivating virtue and moral excellence offers a radical shift in perspective. It invites us to focus our attention on the development of our character and the cultivation of inner qualities that lead to lasting fulfillment and well-being. By prioritizing virtue, we align our lives with the highest ideals of human excellence. Instead of being swayed by external pressures or societal expectations, we remain steadfast in our commitment to living with integrity and authenticity, regardless of the challenges we may face. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the practice of cultivating virtue and moral excellence. By prioritizing the development of our character and moral integrity, we unlock the door to a life of greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. Chapter 7. Practice self-discipline and moderation. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-discipline and moderation in all aspects of life. This principle, rooted in the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, invites us to cultivate habits of excellence and self-control, leading to a life of greater purpose and fulfillment. Epictetus, the Stoic sage, taught that self-discipline is essential for living a virtuous and meaningful life. He encouraged his students to practice moderation in their desires and behaviors, recognizing that excess and indulgence can lead to imbalance and discontentment. Similarly, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of self-discipline in achieving inner peace and tranquility. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In these words, Marcus Aurelius highlights the Stoic belief that true strength arises from mastery over oneself. In a world filled with distractions and temptations, the Stoic rule of practicing self-discipline and moderation offers a path to freedom and fulfillment. It invites us to cultivate habits of excellence and self-control, leading to a life of greater clarity, purpose, and well-being. By practicing self-discipline and moderation, we learn to make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. Instead of being driven by impulses or desires, we remain steadfast in our commitment to living a life of integrity and authenticity. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the practice of self-discipline and moderation. By cultivating habits of excellence and self-control, we unlock the door to a life of greater freedom, purpose, and fulfillment. Chapter 8. Accept the impermanence of life. Stoicism teaches us to embrace the impermanence of life with wisdom and acceptance. This principle, deeply ingrained in Stoic philosophy by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, encourages us to recognize the transient nature of existence and to find peace in the midst of change. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Everything is ephemeral, fame, fortune, and even life itself." In these words, Marcus Aurelius reminds us of the fleeting nature of worldly pursuits and encourages us to cultivate a sense of detachment from external circumstances. Similarly, Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of embracing change and uncertainty with equanimity and grace. He wrote, "Life is like a play. It does not matter how long it lasts, but how gracefully it is performed." In this metaphor, Seneca highlights the Stoic belief that true fulfillment arises not from clinging to the past or fearing the future, but from embracing the present moment with courage and acceptance. In a world that is constantly in flux, the Stoic rule of accepting the impermanence of life offers a pathway to inner peace and tranquility. It invites us to release our attachment to external possessions and achievements, recognizing that true happiness arises not from the pursuit of fleeting pleasures, but from the cultivation of inner contentment and serenity. By accepting the impermanence of life, we learn to find beauty and meaning in the midst of change. Instead of resisting the inevitable, we embrace the flow of existence with grace and resilience, trusting in the inherent wisdom of the universe. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the impermanence of life with courage and acceptance. By releasing our attachment to external circumstances and embracing the present moment, we unlock the door to a life of greater peace, purpose, and fulfillment. Chapter 9. Live with virtue, not for fame. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize virtue over the pursuit of fame or external recognition. This principle, articulated by Stoic philosophers such as Epictetus and Seneca, emphasizes the importance of cultivating inner integrity and moral excellence as the true markers of a meaningful and fulfilling life. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of living a life of virtue regardless of external recognition. He taught his students to focus on cultivating qualities such as wisdom, courage, and justice, rather than seeking validation or acclaim from others. Similarly, Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher, warned against the pursuit of fame as a misguided and empty endeavor. He wrote, "The desire for fame is a mark of the unfulfilled life." In this statement, Seneca highlights the Stoic belief that true fulfillment arises not from seeking external praise or validation, but from living in accordance with our deepest values and principles. In a world that often equates success with fame or celebrity, the Stoic rule of living with virtue, not for fame, offers a radical shift in perspective. It invites us to focus our attention on cultivating inner qualities that lead to genuine fulfillment and well-being, rather than chasing after external markers of success. By prioritizing virtue over the pursuit of fame, we align our lives with the highest ideals of human excellence. Instead of seeking validation from others, we find fulfillment in the knowledge that we are living with integrity and authenticity, regardless of external recognition. In the journey ahead, let us heed the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace the principle of living with virtue, not for fame. By prioritizing inner integrity and moral excellence, we unlock the door to a life of greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. As we conclude this episode, we reflect on the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy and the transformative power of its timeless principles. From recognizing what is within our control to embracing adversity as a teacher, from cultivating inner peace through mindfulness to prioritizing virtue over fame, each Stoic rule offers profound insights into the art of living well. In the journey ahead, may we continue to draw inspiration from the Stoic masters and apply their teachings to our daily lives. By embracing these principles with sincerity and dedication, we unlock the door to a life of greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. As we part ways, let us carry the wisdom of Stoicism in our hearts and minds, knowing that its guiding principles will continue to illuminate our path even in the darkest of times. With courage, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to virtue, may we navigate the complexities of existence with grace and wisdom, embodying the spirit of Stoicism in all that we do. Until we meet again, may the principles of Stoicism serve as a beacon of light on our journey towards a better way of life. Farewell for now, and may you walk the path with courage, wisdom, and grace.